Shadri, and in this video I'm going to talk about how I met my achievements criteria and scored points for the capstone project. So on the left you have my readme file with the points that I felt I scored, and on the right is my gameplay. Basically it is a village that contrasts life's joys and sorrows, trying to evoke empathy from the viewer, and it's called Emotionville. So let's take a look at the fundamentals first. So I have the first item there we have is scale. Now if I go back to my game, and then if I see the village, the entrance to the village is beckoning. There is a big archway or an entryway, and the user size is contrasted against this entryway to show scale. The next thing on my list is locomotion. So if you see here in the game, I have used waypoints, and these help the user navigate the village, go to sad and happy portions of the village, and at the user's discretion, and depending on what the user or the viewer is interested in. Then the third one element is lighting. For the lighting, I have used both baked and real-time lights, and you can see them on these houses here on the right. The next thing is empathy. So here, like I mentioned before, my video or my game contrasts life's joys and sorrows. So if you go, there are two streets called Sad and Happy Street. Now this also satisfies another criteria for alternative storyline, where you have a sad storyline and a happy storyline. So let's quickly go to the sad storyline and take a look at what's going on there. Now here, the sad part of it is that this is like the poor portion of the village with smaller houses. You see a lady sitting and crying, and her house is on fire. She's lonely, nobody to help her out, and she is desperate. So those are the lows of life. Let's go back to the happy path quickly. And here's the happy path, and I've contrasted it by using bigger houses, and then at the end of the street there is a carnival that is going on. So that's the empathy portion. Next thing is animation. So if you see here, there is a clock, and the hands of the clock have been animated. Let me reduce the volume. The hands of the clock have been animated. So that's my animation criteria achieved. Then let's look at physics and also gamification. So if we go into the carnival, I have reused the Udacity carnival. So if you see here, you'll see the familiar games like coin toss, the wheel of fortune, plinko, and the actual scoreboard. Now if you see here, I'll just play this thing, and hopefully I should also be rewarded. I've set the score low, so bear should drop there, and there's my reward. So that satisfies the gamification portion of it. The diegetic UI, I haven't placed any specific UI elements anywhere giving instructions to the user. It is pretty intuitive, and I also gained feedback from user testing that it was indeed very easy for the user to maneuver through my game. The last one is the user testing. I used user testing throughout the process, got feedback, incorporated it, so I could make a better end product. So that gives me 600 points for fundamentals, 750 for completeness, and 500 for challenges, because user testing, I could double it because I earned 750 on the completeness. So hope this satisfies the project criteria. Thanks for watching.